Hey, I am back in Arizona, and I plan to hunt both desert birds and Mearns quail on this trip, but we're going to start in Mearns country. You ready to go, kid? Huh? You ready to go? You ready to get some? Huh? You've never seen these birds before. Yeah. I'm excited too. Come on. Okay. Well, at first glance here, everything looks very, very dry. They definitely had a dry summer, and they did not get the monsoon rains that they need to help the Mearns quail, give them the habitat they need to raise broods and whatnot. So I've already heard that reports are that coveys are very small. So we're going to have to take a conservative approach. Maybe just take one bird out of a covey and let the others go, and then look for other coveys and things, and just be very conservative and very mindful of the fact that there may not be nearly as many birds on the landscape this year as there was last year. So we're in a spot that we did pretty well in last year. Figured I'd start there just to kind of take the temperature of how things are looking, and then do some exploring a little bit later. I've got Tubbs on point here, but he's not quite sure about it. The sitting conditions are pretty bad, and when it's like this, you'll notice the dogs maybe bumping birds, or just not finding birds, or just a general lack of confidence in what they're smelling. Easy. He seems pretty convinced they took off. So after hunting for a while, Tubbs has our first covey find here, and both dogs do some nice work. Sabby comes in and sticks a nice back. Whoa. Whoop. Nice. I know that one was a male. The first one that came up was a hen. But as the rest of the covey came up, I was able to pick out a male. Good dogs. Good girl, Sabby. Good boy, Tubbs. Good girl. Give. Tubbs. Tubbs here. Give. Good boy. Yeah, this was a new male, but I knew it was a male. Good dogs. Good girl. Good girl, baby. Yeah, pretty. Well, I was starting to wonder. We've been out here a while and only had like 2 unproductive points, so I'm guessing the sanding conditions aren't great. Yeah, I was really starting to get worried because this was a pretty good spot for me last year, and we just finally found our first covey after well over an hour of walking and through some pretty good stuff. So anyways, just glad we found our first covey, and we'll see what else we find. Well, that ended up being our only highlight from our first walk, and that was pretty eye-opening because last year I had a much different hunt in this spot. We had many coveys and coveys of 8, 10, 12 birds, so the difference was pretty shocking. Well, that was pretty tough, wasn't it, kids? So after that, I did a little driving, a little scouting, found a new spot to hunt, and got Cece and Riggs out. Well, that's a first. You found a porcupine and you only got 1 quill
Oh my gosh. Did you just have to just give it a little touch, a little sniff? Silly girl. You've probably walked by hundreds of porcupines at this point in your career. Just had to give one a little sniff. Yeah, see, I got it. Yeah. You silly old girl. Giving porcupines a sniff. That's for the kids. Well, that's the lightest porcupine encounter I've ever seen.
Here Riggs has a nice find. I'm sure it probably seems like it's taken me forever to get there, but this is a little steeper than it looks. Then when the birds come up, I almost hit the deck.
Good boy, Riggs. Good boy, buddy. Dang it, that first one was a hen again. Good boy, buddy. Come here. Riggs here. Riggs here. Good boy. Good girl here. Thank you, baby. Good girl. Cut loose. Those were tucked in nice and tight. Good boy, Riggs.
So here I've got a really pretty point by Riggs. And as I'm walking in here, I'm thinking, a covey out in the open? Well, this would be wonderful. But then he keeps relocating and tracking and relocating for a good while, and it starts to feel like this is maybe not birds. Then after a couple hundred yards of this, I see he was actually onto a coyote.
Oh. Nope, no, here. That was some really good tracking, buddy. Just not what we want.
Well, we're coming to the end of a beautiful day here in Arizona. We managed a respectable 4 coveys today. Got 4 birds out of them. And, you know, the bird numbers aren't quite what they were last year, that's for sure. We're seeing small coveys, and so we're going to have to be careful about how many birds we take out of a covey. I need to adjust my my shooting pattern a little bit. But hey, it was a beautiful day in beautiful country, so can't ask for a whole lot more than that. So I've hunted a couple of spots I hunted last year and found pretty low numbers. So I figured it's probably a good idea to go ahead and expand my search, do some exploring, do some scouting, do some driving in some new areas, and see if I can't find some new spots. It's another beautiful morning out here. I just stopped up here at a high point where I can kind of get a little vantage point of where we're going to be hunting today. So this is a new spot for me. Never really hunted in this area, so I'm going to do a little driving and see, kind of just like this, kind of try to get some a bird's eye view of the terrain I'm looking at. Also kind of see where places have been grazed. With the cover so light this year, I think I'm going to want to avoid any place that's been grazed really hard. That's something you can't see from aerial imagery, so I want to get my eyes on stuff like that and kind of see where the access is and all that. So anyways, looking forward to seeing some new country today, and hopefully we'll find some birds.
Easy. You're up high. Savvy! You gotta go easy. Easy. Easy.
well, we pretty much got into birds immediately this morning. But it seems like the sending conditions are pretty tough. The dogs kind of bumped them, and then kind of were running around and pointing, and birds were coming up, and they just didn't even really seem to know they were there. So maybe we'll get a little more breeze here as the day goes on, and that'll help us out.
Snake skin. It's pretty long. Not sure what kind it is, but kind of creeps me out just looking at it. Tubbs, whoa, Tubbs, whoa, Tubbs, whoa, Tubbs, whoa, whoa.
Tubbs couldn't see her, but I've got Savvy on point over to my left.
Okay, easy, easy, easy. Savvy, savvy, savvy. No! I think it's hit or something. How did I miss that? Straight away, easy. No! I think it was nicked or something.
Now Savvy's on again.
Whoop. Whoop. Tubby, whoa. Okay, Savvy. Okay.
In hindsight, I should have kept trying to flush.
Easy.
Because here in a second, Savvy comes around, hits a quick point, then starts to relocate and bumps a single.
Whoa. Whoa, Tubby, whoa.
Then we find the rest of the covey.
I know that's a hen. I think it went down right there. Dead bird. Dead bird. Dead bird. Dead bird. Dead bird. Oh, there it is. Yeah, good boy, Tubby. Come here. Come here. All right, loose. Come here, loose. Good boy. All right. Well, unfortunately, it was a hen. It's the only shot I had an opportunity at. It is definitely difficult sending. There's no doubt about it. She had him pointed. I just needed to work the area a little more. So she's doing a great job. What are you doing this morning? Huh? The kid's showing you up. What's up with that, Tubby? A meadowlark. Okay, Tubbs.
Now I've got Tubbs on point, straight up the canyon wall. And when I get up there, I find him on point with Savvy backing.
Dead bird, Tubby. Dead bird. I'm sure it wasn't the only one, but it's the one we're gonna shoot. Dead bird. Dead bird. Tubby, dead bird. Dead bird. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Good boy, bud. Come here. Come here. Right here. Loose. Oh, it's a pretty one. Very nice. Oh, my goodness. Let me get that in the sunshine. Ah, very nice. Whew. Oh, I'm glad you made that climb worth it, buddy.
Well, I sincerely hope there's more than just 2 birds in that covey and we just didn't see them all. But yeah, because, the numbers are down. But a 2-bird covey, that's that's not good. Yeesh.
You pointing at rabbit?
I figured if this is just a rabbit point, I might as well get some good pictures of the dogs.
Wow. No, no, that was a male Mearns. Oh my God, I thought it was a rabbit. Oh my gosh. No freaking way that thing was up here. Oh my gosh, there's no way. There's no way that just happened.
I cannot believe that was a bird. I was totally thinking rabbit, and so I was like, oh, I'm going to get some pictures of the dogs, you know. So I'm like getting a picture of Savvy on back and getting pictures of Tubbs, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get real close up with this rabbit when it pops out of here. Well, it was a male Mearns, so I was caught totally off guard. No excuse, wide open shot though. You know what I mean? It was like, it's about the easiest shot I'm going to have all day probably, and I totally blew it because I was sitting there taking pictures. But I hope that came out on video. It was pretty cool in real life.
That's a good boy, bud. Did not expect that. Riggs. Good boy.
Now we're going to hit another new spot, and I get Riggs out of the box.
Yeah, that's a good boy. Okay. Boy.
Almost immediately, Riggs is on point. So on this one, I'm going to go with the old sun was in my eyes excuse.
I think I missed. I couldn't pick one. Gosh, you can't pick a male when you're looking into the sun. Dang it. Dang, man. That was good work by Riggs. I suppose I'd rather miss than take down another hen today. I really need to try to focus on getting the males.
Man, it is hot out here. It's hot enough that it's really tough to carry enough water and keep the dogs hydrated. And I've decided to go down to just running one dog at a time just because of that. You know, the heat really takes it out of them a lot faster than it would normally. So I think I'm just going to spread the dog power around a little bit and just run one dog at a time from now on. But the good news is we've been in some birds. Riggs in this hunt has done awesome. He's already pointed 2 coveys. Just haven't had good shooting opportunities on the males yet. But when we head out on these afternoon hunts, it is just scorching hot and there's no wind. It's just pretty brutal. But forecast is the same all week long, so no sense in whining about it. Just got to deal with it. Here I've got Riggs on point just behind this ledge, and as I get close, he relocates and locks him down.
I see feathers. Go easy. Go easy. Dead bird. Dead bird. I don't know how hard I could have hit it because I was shooting right through a tree. But I know I saw feathers. Dead bird.
We looked for that bird for a while, but didn't come up with it. Then a little while later, about 150 yards away up the hill, I get a point signal from Riggs.
Is that our dead bird? Good boy, buddy. Good boy, come here. Good boy. Good dog. Good dog. All right.
I gotta tell you, that was an epic dead bird find. We are 150 yards up a 45-degree slope from where we shot that bird. I had no idea where it went. So that's the kind of stuff I just geek out on. I love it when a dog can do work like that. It's a lot of fun. Now Riggs is on point again here in the shadows, and you can just make out his orange collar.
bird's hit. I thought it went down, but it didn't. Damn it! Should have popped another one in it. I thought it was going down for sure. We gotta chase that one. See if we can find it here.
So we head in the direction that bird flew, and sure enough, Riggs goes on point at the top of the hill.
Oh, you got it. It can still fly though. Good man, Riggs. So it came up to the top of the hill, landed. My boy found it, pointed it, and now we got a chance at it again, I think. I mean, it should be actually dead this time. All right, wait, this one isn't in the bag yet. Where's it at, buddy? You got it? Oh my gosh, he doesn't have it yet.
He ends up tracking this bird all the way back down to the bottom of the hill where we initially pointed it in the first place.
Good boy, you are the man. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Get it, buddy. Get it, get it. Get him. Shit. Don't set him down. Come here. Come here. Attaboy. Attaboy. All right, give. Hey, oh. Give. Oh, gosh. That was, that was awesome, dude. Oh, my gosh. What a way to end our day right here. Sun's going down behind me. So Riggs points at the bottom of the hill. I walk in, pick out a male, shoot, just nick it. I thought it was going down for sure, but I just nicked it. So it flies to the top of the hill. He goes up there, points it again, up in the grass up at the top. I walk up, flush it again, it can still fly. I shoot it, it goes down, but it's still alive. So then he tracks it all the way back down to the bottom of the hill, finds it, grabs it, brings it to me. Just an epic dead bird find there. I mean, I basically just kept nicking it every time I shot it, but he just wouldn't give up and he kept finding it for me. I love that because, I mean, not only is that just great dog work, but, you know, then we don't go leaving a wounded bird out here, you know, and just let it go to waste. So I just can't tell you how much fun that was to end my day that way. That was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Good job, big man.
Well, we aren't setting any records with birds in the bag, but the dogs are doing a great job and we're having some nice hunts, and that's really all that matters to me. I always camp out of my truck on these trips, and that helps me save a lot of time driving back and forth to hunting spots. I get to spend a lot of quality time with the dogs, and it also allows me to really immerse myself in these beautiful places I get to hunt. This setup only allows for the essentials, and I'm not too fussy about creature comforts, but I do like a good cup of coffee. Okay, this is the next morning and I've got tubs on point up ahead of me somewhere.
Oh, oh.
As I'm waiting to see if there's any more birds in this covey, I notice some on the ground.
There's another one on the ground right there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Shit. Whoop. Whoop. Dead bird. Dead bird. Dead bird. Dead bird. It's right there. Oh man, see, that's amazing. Dead bird. He caught a whiff of it, but he can't quite get it yet. I can see it. It's right there in the rocks. Atta boy, right here, buddy. Good boy, buddy. Good boy. All right, loose. Good boy. I saw him running away. That's pretty crazy. I could see him on the screen on the ground. I'm sure the camera probably picked it up. There was like two hens, and then I saw this male, and I was like, oh, I'm going to get that dude in the air. So. Look at that. I just picked one up over there. Now I got 3 more. Oh, good grief. Come on, guys. There's some crazy rocks here. This is beautiful. Really neat washed out part of the canyon here. Got Tubby on point. 280 yards away. He's up and over a ridge from me. It definitely took me a while to get over there, but when I do, my boy's still standing tall. Good boy. I will let him go. Cece got lucky. She was standing right where that bird flew to. Good girl, baby. Ooh, a beauty. Whoo. Oh my gosh, he held those forever. That was fantastic. Good boy, Tubby. Good boy, buddy. We got him, buddy. Now Tubbs is on again, but he doesn't seem real sure about it. I see you don't have them, but let me get up here. Nice, Tubby. He was on top of it. My goodness. Gosh, the sending conditions are so bad. Good job, buddy. Dead bird. Good boy. Good boy. All right, loose. Good dogs. Good dogs. Oh God, these things are so pretty. Now my old girl Cece pins a little covey for us. Good girl, Cece. Dead bird. Oh, that worked perfect. There goes the rest. Nice. Good girl, baby. Good girl. All right, loose. Loose. Hey, hey, hey. Good girl. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Good job, girly. Good job, baby. All right. Well, I'm glad Cece was able to get one there. This terrain's kind of tough on her, you know, with all the rocks and the slope and everything. She's 11 now and just doesn't get around like she used to. I mean, she's good for an hour or two, but these longer 3, 4, 5 hour hunts are really tough on her. So she was really starting to wear down. So I'm excited that she was able to lock one down there. That was cool. Well, we're definitely facing some challenges on this trip this year.
Between the bad sending conditions, the lower bird numbers, and some of the grazing activity we run into, we've had some difficulties. But as always, it's all about the dogs for me, and they're making it happen, so that's all I could ask for. There's plenty more to come from Arizona, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. If you'd like more content, you ought to check out my Patreon page where I post videos on other subjects like gear, truck camping, dog training, and anything else we can think of that might be helpful for the traveling bird hunter. You can find it at patreon.com/Eric Forster, or just click the link in the description. It's the off season, but one of the big things that I do in the off season is plan for the season, of course. And that's one of the big questions I get is, how do you plan for these trips? So I wrote down a few things so I wouldn't forget, but it basically comes down to